In our two videos today, you'll be introduced to kanji you'll need to talk about times and days of the week. After this set of notes, you will be able to read and write 6 more kanji. You will also be able to recognize and read one very complicated kanji. You guessed it, today will be full of wonderful vocabulary. Our first character today is fire. It's 4 quick strokes. Strokes 1 and 2 are short strokes on the left and right sides that slant in. Stroke 1 stops, stroke 2 tails. Stroke 3 is the long stroke down the center that curves and tails to the left. The 4th stroke finishes the character slanting down to the right and coming to a full stop. All together now! Strokes 1 and 2 are short and slant into the middle. Stroke 3 goes down the center, curving to the left. And finally, stroke 4. This pictograph began as flames of a fire. It's much easier to write today. For this character, the on reading is ka, and the kun reading is hi. When following other characters, the kun reading can become bi. Our next character is water. It is also 4 strokes. Stroke 1 goes down the middle and hooks. Stroke 2 on the left is the first stroke of a katakana su. Stroke 3 is like stroke 2 of the previous character, and stroke 4 is basically the same as stroke 4 of the previous character. Are you beginning to see why it's important to know the individual strokes of characters? All characters are built from common strokes, assembled in different combinations. Let's write this one together. Stroke 1 down the center with a hook. Stroke 2 is the beginning of a small su. Strokes 3 and 4 on the right side are strokes 2 and 4 of ka. One possible origin of this pictograph was water bubbling up out of the ground. Over time, it became 4 quick strokes. The on reading is sui. You already know the kun reading. Do you remember mizu o nonde mo ii desu ka? A tree is our next character. It is, wow, 4 strokes. It should also look really familiar. The strokes are the first 4 strokes of hon, across, then down, and then slanting outward from the intersections of strokes 1 and 2. The only stroke missing from hon is the bottom horizontal line. Writing this together should be a breeze after writing hon. Stroke 1 across, stroke 2 down. Have you noticed this combination occurs a lot? And then strokes 3 and 4 start at the intersection and move outward. To remember this one, just cut out the seed part of the story for hon. This started out as a tree, but has been simplified into what we use today. The on reading is moku. Do you like how the katakana mo and the hiragana mo look similar? The kun reading is ki. The vocabulary you learn today will focus on the on reading, but learn both of them as they will appear later in the school year. Our last character for this video is gold. Of course, anywhere you go, gold can be exchanged for money. Money should give you a clue about one of the readings of this character. This is a complicated character, unfortunately not the most complex we'll learn today. It is 8 strokes. Strokes 1 and 2 are the final 2 strokes of ki, only higher in the character space. Stroke 3 goes across the top inside. Strokes 4 and 5 are strokes 1 and 2 of ki, only shorter. Strokes 6 and 7 are strokes 1 and 2 of hi, only lower. Finally, stroke 8 goes across the bottom. Can you see how parts of hi and ki are built into this character, but in different orders or places? Knowing stroke combinations helps you remember and write new characters. This character is fun to write. Strokes 1 and 2 are at the top, slanting out like strokes 3 and 4 of ki. Stroke 3 is horizontal between them. Strokes 4 and 5 are just like strokes 1 and 2 of ki. Strokes 6 and 7 are strokes 1 and 2 of hi, only lower in the character space. And stroke 8 goes across the bottom. The pictograph here may have started as a rock with cracks in it that are about to reveal a couple nuggets of gold. Aren't you glad these images have been simplified with time? The on reading is kin. You should already know the kun reading, kane. Kanji are more complicated than kana characters, so we'll cover fewer in each video. Please take some time to review and write these characters. Do as much as possible from memory. Once you have them pretty well memorized, move on to video 2.